We all know what it's like to be doing well at work, but somehow dread going into the office, whether that's in person or at home every day. I was experiencing that for years. I'm excelling, I'm getting good reviews, people are happy with my work, but I'm struggling personally. I think that's a story that's true for a lot of high achieving Black women in corporate spaces. I had always been focused on moving up the ladder. I started my first PR agency job in 2014 as an account supervisor, and within 5 years and a couple of more agencies, I was a vice president. I knew from the first day that I started, I said I'm going to be a VP within 5 years, and I accomplished that. And I'm super proud of it. There's nothing wrong with having that ambition and trying to advance in your career, advance your salary, get more experience, get more exposure. But I realized that I was so focused on achieving those goals and checking those boxes that I wasn't checking in to figure out, how do I really feel? Am I really happy? Do I really like what I'm doing? And am I really on a sustainable path that I feel like I can keep doing for the rest of my career? After all of that frustration had built up, I realized that I really needed to try something that I hadn't considered before. I had seen a lot of colleagues take leaves of absences for a month or even 2 months to kind of figure out what they wanted and figure out what they needed. And I said I needed to do the same thing. So I asked my job, I was very nervous about doing this, but I asked my job for a leave of absence and they said yes. And I actually took leave for 6 weeks, basically called it my little sabbatical. And it was an amazing moment just for me to reflect and figure out, am I just in need of some rest, or is this a sign that I kind of need to make a bigger change? And I definitely realized that it was the latter. That time off really solidified for me that I'm still very ambitious. I'm still very driven. It's not like I'm not interested in the job or interested in the work anymore, but I just needed to be doing it differently. I couldn't keep going down like the traditional PR agency road and keep moving up the ladder in the same way that I was, because the work just wasn't working for me anymore. And so that's when I got serious about freelancing. And eventually I found a client on the side, started out doing the side hustle thing, and then I was able to go full time. And I have been loving it. I've been feeling so much more fulfilled and really just so much more at peace. If you can relate, I'd encourage you to think about whether the same type of thing could work for you. Maybe you need that extended time off to reflect, and you realize that you still have the drive, the ambition, you want to be successful, but it might look a little bit different than you imagined.